The wait is finally over. Yes, the Skylanders Youtooz are real and they have been revealed, and even more are on the way, so let's get into it. So about 8 months ago, a Reddit user asked if we could get any Skylanders Youtooz on a Youtooz Reddit AMA. Youtooz actually told us the answer was yes, with Skylanders coming early next year. Well, early next year came and went, and no Skylanders Youtooz. But you know what did come? Like 19 million has-been hotel and hell of a boss Youtooz.
Please, Daddy.
I told you, when I'm finished, you can have what's left.
There won't be any left. There's never any left.
Listen, I mean, I don't know you, but I definitely don't need or want a stolest Youtooz. But it appears that the Skylanders Youtooz must have just gotten delayed. But there is one thing that didn't get delayed. They're teasing. Youtooz has been teasing us from the very start, and even up until yesterday. It's very clear that they knew that they were something that was very wanted, and it looks like they've enjoyed playing with us. But now the teasing is over, and the Skylanders Youtooz have officially been revealed. Youtooz does figures and plushes, but to start, it looks like we are just getting plushes. We are getting Spyro, Stealth Elf, and last but not least, Mysticat. No, I'm just joking. Can you imagine if we got Mysticat? That'd be disgusting. The real last one is Gill Grunt. I think these three are good picks. I'm a little surprised that we didn't get Trigger Happy to round off that Spyro's Adventure starter pack trio, but Stealth Elf still makes sense as she is one of the biggest characters in the franchise, considering she's in several starter packs, has 3 reposes, a supercharger, a legendary, 2 darks, an Eon's Elite, a mini, a chase variant. She's front and center on the Spyro's Adventure cover. She's one of the main NPCs in Imagineers and arguably the second main character in Skylanders Academy. So she makes sense. These plushes are already actually active on Yootooz's website and will be purchasable June 17th. As of making the video, the countdown is around 3 days, but there is a good chance by the time that some of you are watching that they will already be purchasable. So if you want one, I would get on it. I'm a little unsure of how Youtooz does stock, and it looks like these ship out around sometime in November. So I don't know if they're going to make for the amount ordered during the pre-order phase or if they have a cap on the amount of pre-orders that can be made. But I do know that Youtooz items for the most part are limited, and once they are gone, they are gone. So I would get on it. It looks like these plushes will sell for about 30 bucks each, which is the same amount Youtooz sells all of their other stuff. First, I thought this price was kind of expensive, and it is. But I want you guys to remember that we are in a community that pays like 700, 800 bucks for a green Chompy Mage. So I don't think this price will be a problem for those, at least, that like scalping. Ugh. Looking at the Youtooz, I definitely think that Stealth Elf is the best of the 3. She just looks really good. Gill Grunt is very derpy, but in a good way. I absolutely love him. I think Spyro looks fine. I definitely think he's my least favorite out of 3. One of the coolest things about Skylanders is its huge roster of characters. Kind of like Pokemon, where everyone has a different favorite one. And I think for now, they're going to stick to the more iconic Skylanders and mostly characters from the first game. So, sorry, Treadhead fans. I think you're going to have to sit this one out. But I do think we will probably get more just because we are actually already getting more. Where the plushes launch now, Youtooz has confirmed that we will be getting figures later this year. Now, I do think Youtooz usually likes to do the plushes and the figures of the same characters, so it's a good chance that these figures are just going to be Spyro, Stealth Elf, and Gill Grunt. But I do hope that we can get some more iconic characters like Trigger Happy, Chop Chop, and Erupter, and of course, Chaos. And as I said in my last news video that I covered about this, Youtooz really likes memes, so I wouldn't be surprised at some point they eventually tried to do Chill Bill since he was a big meme a little while back. Also, another interesting thing to note about figures is, although we haven't seen them yet, Youtooz likes to do their own little unique eyes on the figures sometimes. Now, they don't always do that if they are asked especially not to do it, but in Skylanders' case, more than likely they're going to do the Youtooz eyes. I would rather them not, but I think they're going to, simply for the fact that the Spyro and Crash Bandicoot Youtooz, which are both Activision properties, have the Youtooz eyes. Of course, a lot of this information is guesswork and is up in the air, but I do genuinely think that these are going to perform and sell well. I mean, when you give a starving dog a piece of food, they're going to eat it, right? Because this is the first official Skylanders content of any kind in actually 7 years, and judging from the amount of people that have been bugging Youtooz nonstop on their social media about Skylanders, they definitely know people want it. But I want us all to remember that just because we are getting this doesn't necessarily mean it's going to lead to anything else. But considering that we are fans of something that hasn't gotten any new official content or merch of any kind in 7 years, I do think this is a good start. I definitely know I will be picking these up. I know they are rather expensive, being $30 each, so I understand if everybody's not going to get all of them. But again, I am not entirely sure how the whole Youtooz pre-ordering and blah 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 works. So if there is one of these that you want to pick up, I would probably do it now just in case. And a good realistic thing is this could lead to more Skylanders merch. Crash Bandicoot and Spyro get merch all the time, but don't get the most active support for games. And just as a reminder, I don't think this is necessarily coinciding with anything right now, especially a game. Toys for Bob, which of course are the creators of Skylanders, are currently busy with a unknown project. I don't think that project is going to be Skylanders. If anything, it is probably going to be a Spyro 4. Even though they have gone indie, they still have a connection and a relationship with Xbox/Microsoft, so more than likely they have access to IPs. So I still think Skylanders is going to come back in the future. I just don't think that these Youtooz are related to that at all. Skylanders is more than likely going to come back, I would say, for a remaster, probably around 2031, maybe. I think a 20th anniversary makes sense. A lot of original fans will have their own kids by that point and will be able to experience and share the game with their own kids. So I personally think that is the most realistic thing. Again, if you do want these Youtooz, I would recommend picking them up now. I will be leaving a link in the description and in the pinned comment to the page so you can get to it easier. You can check it out if you want. And of course, I am a Skylanders YouTube channel in the year 2025. Not a lot happens, so just remember, if anything does happen, I will keep you informed. So, thank you very much, guys. I will see you later.